We're live. Welcome back to the Holistic Cannabis Show with your host, Dr. Yolanda Henderson. And,
Hen Henderson.
all right, so
Hen
we are
Henderson.
live. We are
I'm on the
welcoming all the
show.
mothers to the show today with a
Yes.
special Mother's Day episode.
Mother's Day episode.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to wish all the mothers out who's watching a very happy Mother's Day. And we want to tribute to those whose mother have unfortunately passed on into glory, and praying that their souls may rest in peace. There's some outlets that you can watch the show on if you have not, and you can also call in. We encourage you to call into the show to make a tribute to your mom. The number to call in is 470-251-4647. And we can be reached on Instagram at manifesttv.status and on Status Network LLC. Also on Periscope, we're at status_network_ and Twitter status_network_ and the Fire Stick as on Roku Status Network Manifest TV on the app Status Network. Also, we're on YouTube. So if you're a YouTuber, go ahead and get on YouTube and watch the Manifest TV. And you can also save this show on all of those networks, okay? If you have any questions or concerns, you can always contact us on the holisticcannabisshow.com. We also just got our website up and going, so that is another way you can reach us outside of the show. And if you have any comments, you want to be on the show, you want to book for the show, or you want to advertise on the show or become a sponsor, you can also reach us on those outlets as well. And I have on my Mother's Day hat today, y'all.
You look like Mother's Day.
I do. I just wanted to do that just for Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Thank you.
So elegant. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much. I love this hat.
What'd you get for Mother's Day?
Oh my goodness, I got quite a few things. I
What'd you get for
appreciate
Mother's
it.
Day?
My baby sent me a card. She made me a card, so
That's right,
I
that's
love
right,
those
that's right.
handmade cards. Those are some of the best ones, right?
That's right.
And this hat,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and some barbecue.
All right then, all right then. That's what I'm talking about.
We gotta give Mr.
That's what
Henderson
I'm
a round of
talking about,
applause
man.
for making some great barbecue today
Happy
on
Mother's
Mother's Day. Thank you, honey.
I know how
That was
much you
really
like my
nice.
barbecue.
I know. You know
The
what?
cannabis infused sauce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at you.
yeah,
No wonder I'm so happy and calm today.
Yeah, you like that. You like that.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for that. I appreciate that. All right. Well, we have a lot of surprises for you today on the show. We have my very own mom. She is so beautiful, y'all. She's going to be joining us here in a second. And then we have a special tribute to all the moms, and also to talk about some things in the cannabis. We have a special strain of the day. We also have the new leader of the GAMCC. We want to recognize. We also have a bunch of deaths that happened over the week, so we want to send our condolences to the families, to those people who have died and gone on, and they made a legacy for themselves, so we want to shout them out as well. And then we also have the Andre Harrell, who passed on, who was who left a big legacy.
Say, man, Andre Harrell was one of them guys who made it possible for hip hop to explode the way that it exploded. You know, he's one of the guys that put on Heavy D and the Boys. Sean Combs, aka Diddy, did some work with him back in the day as an intern.
Yeah.
And so that's how Puffy, or whatever the new name is he going by these days, that's how he got his little claim to fame. Of course, Andre Harrell was also involved with Mary J. Blige, other artists as well. So that brother put on a lot of people.
Yeah.
He put on a lot of
He
people,
did.
man.
Awesome. All right, and then we have in the news as well, the young man who was shot by
Mr. Aubrey.
yeah, Mr. Aubrey, who was
Yeah.
shot, and how that was a bad situation. And then we have a nurse who's, complaining about the COVID and the patients dying. So after this short message, we'll be back with some news that you can use on this special Mother's Day tribute.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
We're now enrolling for Saturday 5-week comprehensive medical cannabis courses. Call us today at 404-631-6360 for more information.
All right, here we go.
All right, we have a call calling in. So let's go ahead and take this quick call. All right. Well, how do I put it on speaker? There we go. And hello. How are you? Hello, caller. How are you? Can't hear you, caller. Hello, caller. Uh-oh. Well, they'll call back. Okay. Well, she'll call right back.
All right.
All
and
right.
So while we waiting on the other callers to call back now, if you want to shout your mom, your baby mama, your cousin's baby mama, your mama's grandmamas, big mamas, little mamas, you want to shout them out, call our show 470-251-4647. You know what I'm saying? I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my sisters, my aunties, my cousins.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. It's too many to name. I got a whole lot of them.
It is.
I got a whole lot of sisters and cousins and everything. So just Happy Mother's Day to y'all.
All right.
All right.
Well, there's the caller.
That's the Caller Status Network. You're on with the Holistic Cannabis Show.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy Mother's Day to you. What is your name and where are
Happy
you?
Mother's Day.
Awesome.
Mother's
What is
Day.
your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Angela Thibodeau.
All
and I'm calling
right.
from Dallas, Texas.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. D-Town in the house. That's my sister, y'all. So I'm glad
Yes.
that you called. You know who I have on? I have on your mother. So we're gonna
Hello.
we're gonna
Happy
get her.
Mother's Day, Mother.
Yeah, so we're gonna get her on just a second while we get her on with us, and you'll be able to go ahead and ask her some questions or tell her how you feel about Mother's Day and all of that. So,
Okay. I wanted to say something before that. I wanted to send you out a special Happy Mother's Day, Yolanda. You are
thank you,
incredible,
baby.
incredible woman. So inspiring. A lot of things you've done over your lifetime, I could have never imagined one person can do. So I wanted to take some time out and just tell you how much I appreciate you and the things you've done for me and my other sister and our whole life growing up. You taught us a lot too, as well as Mom. So I just wanted to let you know, it's the smallest sister to the biggest sister. I love you. I'm proud of you. And happy Mother's Day. You're just incredible, girl.
oh, thank you, darling. I love you. I'm glad that you called, and I'm glad that you're doing it big. You're doing so well. I'm so proud of you for the woman that you've become, and and continuing to evolve and just doing, taking care of those babies. I mean, you're just awesome. So I wanted to tell you that as well. And I have Mama on, so she'll come on in and you can talk to her as well. All right.
Okay, great.
Hey, Mama. How are you?
Hey, Yolanda.
Hi. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day,
to
Mom.
you all, too.
Angela's on the line. She's saying Happy Mother's Day to you, too.
Happy Angela. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thanks, Mommy.
So I'm glad that y'all are both on the show. Norm said Happy Mother's Day as well.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah. So tell us, Angela, what have something that you have learned from Mom over the years?
Oh, wow. It's so many. I know one thing our mom taught us without a shadow of a doubt is to always believe in ourselves, our ability to make things happen out of nothing.
Yes.
And just to be a good woman and take care of our responsibility, which is our children, ourselves, our household. She taught me how to be a good mom, a good woman, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
And those things you have to cherish, you know. Some, people unfortunately don't have their mother here, which our mom doesn't. So
Yeah.
some of the things that, she's taught, I mean, I hold near dear. I wouldn't even be who I am today if it wasn't for her.
Exactly.
So, Mom, I want to let you know I really appreciate everything you've done. I know I was the roughest one out of the bunch, and you held tight to me, and I appreciate that. I can never thank you enough for never letting your loving hands off from around me.
Yes. And prayer, much prayer.
Prayer, yeah.
Thank you for praying. All right,
Still
Mama.
to this day.
Right.
All right.
So what you got to say, Mama?
Well, I want to shout out to you, Yolanda, first. I just want to thank God for having you in my life.
Oh.
And you've helped me be a better mother by seeing the principles that I've taught you. And like once you said, train up a child in the way it should go, it should never perish. So the work and deed that I've seen you do in your family and your life, it makes me reflect back to my life and say, not just what I've done, it's what I installed as a mother, doing the best I can as a single mother. But I am so glad and proud and thankful that God has let me be here to see another Mother's Day and to share this wonderful moment with you all.
Awesome.
And to Angela, my baby girl, boy, I had to stay on my knees and I had
I know.
a lot of switches and belts. But you became a beautiful flower and blossom. And all the principles that I stored and all the things that you didn't quite understand and I got on you over and over about. Now you have your children and I've seen how you have grown and to be a mother with your children and giving me the beautiful, both of y'all have given me grandchildren and I appreciate that and I thank God for that. I really do. They're so precious and y'all are so precious to me. I just thank God to see another Mother's Day, to be able to be here to share this moment with you all.
Awesome. Oh, y'all are both awesome. I thank both of y'all for being on the show, being available today. I know we started a little late. Thank you, baby. Oh, that was your grandbaby said Happy Mother's Day.
Hello. And I want to shout out to Latasha also.
Yes, she's not on with us.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful heart, beautiful soul. You know, when I call, she spring. You know, I ring,
Yes.
she spring. All of y'all do. Y'all
Yeah.
always been here for me, and I'll try to be there as much as I could for y'all. And I just thank God for all of y'all. And I thank God for my grandchildren. I thank God for Tasha being there for me at times when I needed her. And she came all the way from Arlington, but she came. I can call her on her job and say, I can't get away, I can't get home. I don't know which way.
Yeah.
And she's been there And it's so many words I can say, but I can't even imagine, how I can put it in words. But I love you. I love you all. I love
Yeah.
you all, and keep sharing the love with one another,
Yeah.
and stay together as sisters, no
Yeah.
matter what the situation. When one call, the other one go. When the other one go, I always taught y'all, stick together.
There you go.
Stick together.
Yep.
Your sister love, mother love.
Yes.
Call on one another.
Yeah.
Lean on one another.
Yeah.
Pray with one another.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lift each other up. So one day I'm gonna leave, and I know that without a shadow of a doubt that y'all got it covered.
There you go.
Got it.
We got it.
And I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And we, the Bible says also that we are to honor our mothers and fathers. So I just wanted to honor you today. If I don't never do it again in life, if this is the last time I get, I wanted to make sure I honor you for Mother's Day. And it was, hey, God made some ways today, honey, because we almost didn't get a chance to do it. So I'm thankful for Status Network being available for today, and what this meant to me and our family as well. And so we thank
And
you
a special
again.
shout out to my mom. I know
Yes.
she's looking down, laughing
Yeah.
and saying, Yolanda, I told you.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to Grandma. May she rest in peace in heaven.
Yes.
Yeah.
VIP.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, Angela. Thanks for calling
Thank you
in.
for having me.
Yes, please. We're gonna have to get you on Zoom on another show, because I know you support the cannabis industry. So tell me what you think about cannabis. What do you?
Well, I have been an active, participator for a long time.
Okay.
Before I even knew the actual medicinal properties of it, I always knew it was something to it. But as I got older, I started doing a lot more research and, studying a little bit more of what it does for your body.
Right.
So I have really found a lot of good use in like the CBD oils and stuff like that. My son, which has a heart condition, which it helps him with anxiety, just the oils,
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a lot that people need to educate themselves about, because
It is.
It's a lot. And these days people making stuff and adding stuff to stuff, but when people educate themselves on it and know what they're taking in their body and realize that it's not something that's used for parties here and there, it's actual a medicine that can help, save somebody's life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I support it 100%.
You got a question for her, Henderson?
All right. Cool.
All right. What's your question, Henderson?
About what?
Do you have a question for our caller?
What's the hardest part about being a mama?
All right.
What's the hardest part about it?
The hardest part about
Go.
being a mom, that's a good one.
I'm going to start with your mama first. I'm going to ask your mama first.
The hardest part for me was being a parent, being a mother, is having to whoop they.
Uh-huh. That was the hard part. That was the hard part right there, wasn't it?
When you have to show
That
tough
didn't seem
love,
too hard for her.
when they do something or they don't do something.
We don't do something.
That's tough. That's a
They
mother don't want to whoop their child, but when they need to be whooped or being chastised or
They needed that whooping.
trying to put away a child on your way to go. You have to tell them when they young, when they was growing up, no, you can't go out here. I'll take you in. I brought you in. I'll take you out. Or you have to say, or you can't go outside. But then they want to go outside or they want to run with a certain kind of crowd. And you say, no, you ain't going to do that in my house. That was my toughest deal, is trying to teach them the value that my mother taught us.
There you go.
And they would say, well, that was how you was brought up when back then with your mama, but this day and time is different. But still, I use the same principle that it was got for me, that was good for them. So that was that's the hard part of having to, kind of make them understand what I was teaching them. When I'll tell you an example. Back then, I used to do hair, and I used to stay up all night on my feet just so they can have food to eat. But I would ask my children, "Hey, Angela, can you do this?" And she didn't want to do that. But guess what? Now that she grown up and she's seen that, hey, this is the thing right here. This is how I can raise my children. So those principles and the things that I taught them, yes, it was hard, and it was hard, and it will be hard. But you still have to stay on them, train them up the way they should go, no matter whether they like it or not. That's being a parent, and that's kind of hard. Tough love.
Tough love. There you go.
Well, you got some girls that's out here struggling with the motherhood thing. You got some older women that's struggling with the motherhood, you know, due to whatever kind of issues that they had going on. So what would be one piece of advice that you could give to somebody that's up and coming and don't seem like that the motherhood thing is working out for them?
Well, I believe if you have God in your life and you know who you is and who you is, you know, you get with someone that's on a spiritual level, get you some spiritual friends, you know, pastors or not just pastors. I don't mean to say it like that, because there are women pastors and there are evangelists, and you just have to find someone that you can, see, a lot of people don't have a mother. They wasn't raised up with a mother. Or they might have, you know, had mothers that was on drugs or out in the streets or whatever. So they had to learn on their own. But thank God that God sent someone in their life that might have taught them, you know, kind of led them down the path of righteousness.
Like a mentor,
So a wise woman seeks wise counsel, don't it?
That's it.
That's a wise woman to seek wise counsel. All right, baby sister, what was the hardest part about being a mama to you, Angela?
Well, you know what? Actually, I know it's kind of, I hope I'm staying on, but the hardest part was actually realizing my mama was right about everything.
Yeah.
That's
realizing that mama was telling you right.
Woo! You said it right, girl. Was right for everything.
Right. Kind of wish you could take it. Kind of wish you could do some things over where you didn't, you know what I'm saying, didn't do the thing right down there when you grow up.
If I could do it over, I think I might have listened.
Because I tell you what, if I had 5 more minutes with Joyce, man, hey, I just had to bow down a whole lot more. If I had 5 more minutes, I had to bow down a whole lot more.
Take my hat off to you.
All right, so
honey, I got 8. It ain't I got a wig and covering up them gray hairs.
We had boot camp in our house.
Yeah, okay.
My biggest advice to
the upcoming mamas.
That, you know, please listen to y'all mama. You only get one, and what she's giving, the information she's giving you ain't something that's been made up. She done been through it before. She done walked that walk. She done talked that talk. She's trying to help you save some troubles.
All right.
That's all mothers want to do for our kids is to prevent them from going through some of the hard times we went through.
All right.
I have to tell my mama. That's one thing I had to learn quickly as a mother, that my mom wasn't telling me nothing that was going to hurt me.
Yeah. All right, honey. What's the hardest part about now? We got 8 kids, right?
We do.
You know what I'm saying? What's the hardest part about being a mama with 8 kids?
Well, the hardest part about being a mom is not being able to spend the equal amount of time that you want to spend with them.
You kind of got to juggle it around.
You got to juggle that time. I mean, one is going this way, one is getting out the house, one just coming in the house. One needs you more than the other because they need you to do the homework with them, or one needs you to, care for them a little bit more than the next. Yeah. I mean, I think each one of our children have their own personalities, which is a good thing. I love them. And I love that they have different personalities, but they each have individual needs. One want to play football, one want to play soccer, one want to, So that's the hard thing, just to juggle in the time with them.
All right, juggling the time. All right. What's one pointer you can give out there?
Well, a pointer, my sister said the main one, listen to your mom. She knows best. I mean, she done already been down that road. For those of you who don't have a mom, my mom said it best. She said, find a mentor. I mean, so they said it in a nutshell. And then, I would say basically stay prayed up. If you don't know the Lord, find your spiritual higher power that you trust and believe in, and cover your children. Keep them
right.
covered.
Pray for your
and
kids.
that, yes, because prayer is going to keep them for generations and years to come.
All
and
right.
just, yeah.
Sound
that's it.
good. Sound good. Well,
Yeah.
what's next, though?
All right. Well, Angela, thanks for calling in.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Pew, pew,
Happy Mother's
pew.
Day to you guys.
Again.
Thanks for having me. I really enjoyed myself.
Good.
I'm glad
Good.
that y'all keep doing what y'all doing as a couple. Y'all
Yes.
a power couple. Y'all just don't know how inspiring you and Mr. Henderson is.
All
we
right.
chilling.
So
We
y'all
chilling.
keep each other, keep God in y'all relationship, keep God in it, and I love y'all both.
Yes.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew,
Have a
pew.
good day, honey. Talk to you later.
All right.
All right.
All
Hey,
right.
man, appreciate y'all for joining.
Bye, Angela.
All right.
All right. All right,
All right,
Mom.
let's keep-
We enjoyed you on the show today. We want to thank you again for joining, and we're going to get started on with the rest of the show. We'll talk to you a little later. Did you have any comments or anything else you wanted to say?
May God bless your home.
Yes.
May God bless your home and bless your family.
Yes.
And Mr. Henderson, I just want to get a shout out to your mom, VIP, and may God bless you and all your family, sisters and brothers, and bless
I
all
appreciate
those
you.
that went in that have passed on.
Yeah.
For
Just
sure.
hold on, and you're doing a good job with the family. I'm proud of you. I'm proud
All right.
of the classes that I'm
Oh, yeah.
doing with your
Tell us
mother.
about the class.
That's right. You one of the students.
Yeah, you
class.
started the
Here's
class.
my book.
I
Yes.
see
Here's
you.
my book.
The cannabis book.
And
Yeah.
I am definitely looking more forward into passing these tests and getting on board and learning all that I can learn and be productive in this campus. And I couldn't have done it with y'all without you. And I hope that everyone that's under the sound of my voice here and try to get you a book and get you on class and come in and just listen and come in and join and
That's
learn
right.
and get knowledgeable.
There
Right
you go.
on, right on.
Right, because it is medicine. It's to help people. That's right.
I can talk all day about it, but I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll
Baby.
talk to you soon. Have a good
Kiss
rest of
those
the day.
babies for me.
I will. All the way in Georgia.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thanks
Pew, pew,
again. Okay.
All right then.
So,
So that's good. now.
that is awesome. So getting into Mr. Aubrey.
Right
this was
before we
a-
run out of time, let's go
Yeah.
ahead and jump on
Let's
this right
go
quick
ahead
right here.
and view this video, and then if we have any callers that want to call us and shout out your mom, or you want to talk about this video, you can call us at 470-251-4647. All right.
All right.
To send it
Okay.
to him.
All right. So that's a very graphic video.
That
so
was a very graphic
excuse
video.
anybody who saw that video and felt any kind of way about that video. But one of the goals of the Holistic Cannabis Show is to bring it to you the real and the raw. All right.
Yes.
No cut.
Yes.
All right.
And so this video was actually released 2 months almost after the shooting. So they
Right.
hadn't arrested anyone as of
Nope.
yet.
Nope.
But then they got a chance to arrest the perpetrators who committed this crime, and I say it's a crime, and whoever can disagree with me or not, I say it's a crime because that he was running. I mean, he was going somewhere else. He was minding his business, and he was shot at. I mean, he was attacked. First of all, it looked like one of the guys, the son, had a bat in his hand, and then the guy, the dad on the truck, had a rifle. And so, and if you think about back in the days, and what makes it all bad is because back in the day, that's how they used to hunt down African Americans or slaves when they was running from the plantation. And so the reason why I feel a certain type of way about watching that video is because we're no longer on the plantation anymore. We are not in slavery. That should have been died and gone on years and years ago. And for that to be in the city, in the state that I'm in right now, that's very scary, because what if that video would not have been released? I don't care how he was in another house or how he was at a construction site. You don't shoot an innocent bystander. You call the law if you feel like they're doing something to you. You don't shoot and kill this person. What you got to say, Mr. Henderson?
Well, Little Richard died.
All right.
Little Richard died.
He did.
The lady from he died this
Little
weekend.
Richard just died.
The lady who sings "No Pain, No Gain," Miss
Betty
Betty Wright
Wright
passed away this weekend.
Yeah, she just passed away.
Right.
Age 69?
Yeah, she was 69 years old.
She
I
was
think
diagnosed with cancer.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
66,
passed away.
66.
Man, it's almost like a whole lot of people is just getting away.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, okay, and so we even had some untimely demise within our Status Network family.
Yes.
So our condolences, definitely go
indeed.
out to our show producer, Mr. Jack. You know what I'm saying, man? You definitely got it in our prayers on that one, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
Condolences to the family and everything. Now, we talking about the video.
Yeah.
All right, check this out real quick. This my thing of it. The young man shouldn't have never been shot. Okay, we can all agree there. All right, but my mama used to tell me, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it might just be a duck.
Right.
All right. Now, for them to have this video, squat this video for 2 months, make me ask, okay, if that video wouldn't have came out, would we have even known Aubrey's name?
Nope.
All right. But this way you got to consider it now. Don't get me wrong now, Georgia has been very nice to us while we've been here.
Yeah.
But history is the hardest thing to get rid of. When you see how your governor handled a pandemic, when you see how now, you know what I'm saying, they allow certain things, them two guys ain't gonna even be prosecuted under a hate crime bill.
Nope, because
A
we don't
hate
have
crime
one.
definitely would have put them up under the jail for that right there. Just that much.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Georgia.
So, man, as far as racial stuff, Georgia is one of those states that unfortunately is like Alabama and Mississippi, you know what I'm saying, and Tennessee. They still got a little bit of work to do. Still got some work to do.
Yeah.
All right. But then at the same time, y'all, it's up to us, the masses of the people, to make sure that we hold them accountable.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know what I'm saying? And then we have to have a plan that if we're not going to hold our politicians, law enforcement, city officials, public service, preachers, if we ain't going to hold nobody accountable, but all we going to do is pull out a video when we see it, you might as well put your video up. You can have a video all day long, but if you ain't gonna have no accountability after you saw what you saw. Now you saw what you saw, now what you gonna do?
Right.
All right? You just seen the video of the young man getting gunned down in the street like that. You seen that, all right? So now what you gonna do? Now, am I advocating violence or saying go run out there and, you know what I'm saying, start killing police? Nah, man, I ain't saying that, all right? Because accountability looks different to a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But one way that you can hold your politicians and those kind of things. I think the way that you hold them accountable is show up in those mass numbers. When they had them city hall meetings, go down there.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
it's time to
yes.
vote, go vote.
yes, most
If you don't like
definitely.
the way that your city or your state is ran, go vote. And if your vote ain't done right, or you know what I'm saying, man, according to what the rules are supposed to be, don't just be cool with taking that L. Don't be cool with that, right? If somebody sell you a product and that product is faulty, what you gonna do? Just charge that up to the game? But then if you don't know to contact the BBB, if you don't know to contact the state's attorneys and general officer, so those people that's supposed to be the leaders of our community
Right.
got to do better about telling the people what the process is. When you
Right.
got a grievance with the law enforcement,
Right.
when you got a grievance, who do you talk to?
Right.
See, a lot of people don't know. So what you gonna do? You gonna go tell the police on the police? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how they gonna work out for you? You know what I'm saying? You gonna go write a letter to the governor expressing your distaste with the governor? You gonna write that letter to the governor?
Yeah.
Huh?
And
Let me see how that work out for you.
It just don't start there or stop there, because just a few weeks ago we had our mayor who had a email sent to her that said that called her a nigger.
Oh man,
You
that
know,
was real. That was real
so-
plastic about that. That was real plastic.
Yeah.
And come to find out, I read the same thing happened to the person that's in authority in Baltimore. She got a real nasty little message from people.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? It's almost like a enablement of entitlement issue
Right.
is going on. Now I know we're supposed to be talking about cannabis.
Yes.
But you know what I'm saying? Number one, the cannabis market is a little, you know what I'm saying, volatile. So we'll go ahead and give you some
Yeah.
cannabis news right quick.
And the history behind why the cannabis is the way it is probably due to what's going on in the news that's going on right now with the racism and things like that. Because our lawmakers are the ones who make those laws that said that Georgia does not have a hate crime, and you would think that the cannabis has something to do with that, but that's just my tea.
All right. All right.
Oh, look at your beautiful mom. Oh, Miss Joyce.
Yeah, but
Happy Mother's
we was
Day.
talking about the cannabis business,
Yes.
and it's probably almost time for us to get ready to roll. So I'm gonna have to make this quick. The cannabis is in fluctuation right now. You got some states where it's legal, you know what I'm saying, they seeing profits, whereas in other states where it's also legal, they not seeing profits. They're actually seeing losses. All right, you got issues going on both sides of the table to where, you know, do you deem this as an essential business, such as Walmart, Walgreens, Eckerd's, the dispensary?
Right.
Or do you say, okay, then in a recreational sense, you will become a non-essential because it's just for recreation.
Yeah.
So recreationally wise, your shop don't have to stay open, but medicinal wise, well, what you gonna do? You're still gonna stay open. All right.
All right. Well, we don't know. We got a caller
Check
that
with
wants
your-
to call in.
Check with your people.
Check with them.
Check with your locals.
Yep.
All right. Find out if your dispensary in your area is open. I'm sure you
Yes.
got a telephone number, right? You can also go on to websites, various websites, and get this information. All right. Keep following up with the CDC, getting that information. We out.
Nope. So we actually not out yet. Not yet. We have a couple more minutes, but we have the director of the Georgia's new medical program that I wanted to just share about, and his name is Mr. Andre and Mr. Andre Turnage. So no, Andrew Turnage, and so the governor had go ahead and made him the new executive over the cannabis industry. So we want to welcome him to Georgia.
Oh, yeah, for Georgia.
And so we wanted just to let him know that we welcome him in spite of everything that's going on, to help us get this THC oil out, maybe change some things once they get educated on the industry. And there's some things that's missing, like all of the things that I teach in the class, how to get that minority gone up to where it's affordable for everyone who wants to get into the industry, because at this point right now only the big dollar people who can afford to get the licenses can get the license. So we have a lot to talk about, so we can't wait to sit down and have a discussion with him as well. So maybe at the next GAMCC meeting we'll be able to do that, and we'll go ahead and watch a whistleblower nurse who actually is a frontline worker. We want to say Happy Mother's Day to them, and show just a short clip of how she has gone into tears in New York about how they're doing our people, our African American people. I say our because they belong to everybody, God's people, but African Americans seem to take it harder. So go ahead and watch this video with us and we'll be right back.
But these people aren't dying from COVID. Let me give you several examples here. The only way I can kind of put this into context for everybody is, and this is going to be kind of an extreme example, this is like really the only thing I can come up with, is like if we were in Nazi Germany and they were like taking the Jews to go put them in a gas chamber, I'm the one like there saying, hey, this is not good, this is bad, this is wrong, we should not be doing this. And then everyone tells me, hang in there, you're doing a great job, you can't save everybody, you're amazing, you're a great nurse. Guys, I know I'm a good nurse. I know I go in there and I give it 500% every day. I know I'm not being negligent. Okay, I know that. What I need is someone to help me save these people from being killed. Hey everyone. Great goodness. It is 8:42 New York time, and I got to my regular unit and they took my patient away, my black guy, and now I'm getting switched units. This is exactly what happened before at the other hospital. As soon as I told somebody, like management, and tried to advocate for my patient, they take the patient away from me and then they move me. So like I legitimately don't even know what to do anymore. Like even the advocacy groups don't give a shit about these people. Like literally, like Black lives don't matter here. And I mean, that's pretty sad that somebody who is white and lives hundreds of miles away from the city gives more of a shit about these people than the actual people in the city. Like, for real. Like, I had a complete breakdown yesterday because, I missed an important email to do a revision on my proposal, so my proposal got canceled because I was trying to advocate for my patient and talk to management here and get the care that he needs because he's being medically mismanaged. And I just had a complete breakdown because, my entire proposal got canceled because I, wasted my time advocating for a patient who's just gonna die anyway. And sure enough, they take the patient away from me, and then almost 2 hours into the shift, they switch me units. This is exactly what happened at the other hospital when I was advocating for the little Hispanic lady. Guys, here's the thing. Let me try and put things into context for you, okay? I know not everybody's gonna live. I'm not that green or ignorant or, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to think that, okay? I know we're gonna have a shit ton of people die. But these people aren't dying from COVID. Let me give you several examples here. An anesthesiologist intubated the patient's, I think it was right bronchi and of a patient, and they couldn't get the sats up, and for about 5 hours we were waiting on a chest x-ray to confirm that the placement was wrong. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for that, and we've told the anesthesiologist that it was placed wrong because literally only one side of his chest is inflating, he dies. Okay. A patient had a heart rate of 40 And the resident started doing chest compressions on him, which is not what you do. You just externally pace them, or you give him some atropine. And then, I run in there to stop him from doing chest compressions on somebody with a pulse. And then he decides to push epi. He throws some pads on him to defibrillate the guy in bradycardia. Okay, he has a heart rate of 40 in a stable, bradycardic rhythm. We just need to give him some atropine and pace him. He defibrillates him and kills him. And I was literally ran out of the patient's room to get the director of nursing who was standing out there, and I'm like, can you stop him? He's going to kill that patient. He's going to kill that patient if he defibrillates him with bradycardia and a heart rate of 40. And the director of nursing just shook his head, and I turned around and he killed the dude. Okay, there was a nurse who placed an NG tube into some guy's lungs and filled his lungs with tube feeding. There was a nurse who confused a long-acting insulin with a short-acting insulin and gave 30 units of a fast-acting insulin and killed the guy. What else? Other stuff have I seen? Yeah. It's just here they're just gonna...
Somebody gotta be held accountable. Now that lady in that video just gave you 3 different dumb moves that was made by residents, right?
It's more
and
nurses too.
And these the same people that everybody's standing out there cheering and bravoing and everything, man.
Yep, the flyby just happened this past weekend, and
Man,
they flew over.
You got a straight D
the
in
military
medical
flew
class,
over.
didn't it?
Right.
You got a straight D, and now you out there just killing people willy-nilly.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, accountability.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Where is it?
Yeah.
Right? You just gonna mark down, that this was a COVID-related death,
Yeah.
and then stick them in a bag.
Yeah.
Not even get a kinfolks a chance to have a decent funeral for him. You know what I'm saying? But he died from COVID. He
Right.
died from negligence, right?
Right.
Where's
And you
the
will never
lawsuit?
know, but they won't tell you that.
But so I'm
They're
saying,
not going to tell you that, of course.
and then she said that it was mainly minorities.
Right.
That was crazy. She even said that it was mainly minorities. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But then, where is the accountability? Right. It's almost like the minorities is just getting picked on in almost every facet, in every venue, in every avenue.
Yeah.
It's almost like the minorities are the ones that's getting picked on.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What y'all think, though? What y'all think?
What y'all think? Call us 470-251-4647.
Or drop us an email.
Or email
Drop us an email.
Yeah.
TheHolisticsCannabisShow.com. Drop us an email. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
All right, for real. For real. Because this is crazy. It's getting out of hand. It's almost to the point to where some kind of action has to take place.
Yeah.
Now, if it get that far to where some kind of action take place, that's not going to be good for nobody.
All right. So what about the coronavirus episode? There was a video that we didn't share. You can see some of these videos on the website or on the Facebook page. But there was a video of a young lady who actually was slammed to the ground because she didn't have on a face mask. So that's another...
Oh, that's in New York, man. Them
Yeah.
police out there in New York doing something totally beyond me. All right?
Yeah.
Them folks is way out there.
Because they have the most cases. But you
But
heard the
still,
young
though.
lady say that, a lot of it has to do with the negligence of the nurses and the doctors.
Okay,
So-
check this out. Did you see the video about the 2 funerals? Right? Okay. The Caucasian Jewish people had a funeral. All right, and everything was just as nice.
Yeah.
The police was there passing out bottled waters, passing out masks to the people. Oh, how you doing? All right, remember to stay 6 feet, blah, blah, blah. But then I seen a video of the New York Police Department, the NYPD, at a black people funeral. They was dragging them folks down the street. You hear me? You hear me?
Wow.
Not dragging the police. The police was dragging the family.
Oh, wow.
All right, you know what I'm saying? It resulted in arrests. All right, because the people didn't socially distance.
Right.
All right.
All right. Well,
Somebody got to hold them folks accountable for that.
that's right.
See, and that's where that's what's gonna be our conundrum.
Yeah.
Is how do you the disenfranchised, the ones that's, you know what I'm saying, the underdog. How do you hold them kind of people accountable?
Well,
With words?
Right. Well, number one would change. I guess it's going to start at home. Like, this is Mother's Day. So we need the moms to kind of instill in their children and in their families.
What do you tell your children? Do you tell your children, well, honey, you know, in order for you to be safe, I don't think you should go jogging? No, that's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair to your child. Oh, well, you know, because we live where we live, you can't be regular old Joe and Joe, you know what I'm saying? Now you have to act this way in public. You see what I'm saying? You have to act this way. Don't look at the man when he talking to you. Don't look at him right in the eyes, because then he'll get intimidated. You see what I'm saying? Is that the conversation that we got to start having with our kids? I'm saying, my dad always told me when somebody talk to you, you look them dead in the
eye. There you go.
All right, you look them dead in the peepers.
Right.
I ain't looking down just because you the police.
Right.
No, we ain't doing that. All right, we ain't doing that.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, we just keep praying. And a lot of people say, well, you pray too much. There ain't nothing happening. Well, you know what? One of these days, we all going to have to see our maker and our creator. So in Judgment Day, and what they say, judgment will come. And justice on this earth will be prevailed. So what you do here.
Happy Mother's Day to my grandma, Mary Ann Johnson. I see you up there.
There you go. Can you show those pictures to our moms so we can do a quick special tribute before we leave for today? All right.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Now I know the content for today was probably a little edge on a couple of videos, but you know what though? Drastic times call for drastic measures, and some real conversations got to be had.
They got to. Yes, you can imagine the mom of that young boy who was shot and killed, whether no one agrees or not. She's having to deal with her Mother's Day without her child, and I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. So if you all can say a silent prayer for her on today, that would be great. And all the other parents that are enduring a loss this holiday season, and to the children of the parents who have gone on, continue to pray for those who have gone on before us. My grandmother used to say, the young will die, but the old must die. And there's an inevitability that moms have to die. So we want to shout out Happy Mother's Day. And
Happy Mother's Day.
That is the new GMACC member, Mr. Andrew Turnage. All right, and that there is young Ahmad Aubrey. All right, wishing your mom a happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Grandma Mary Ann Johnson.
Miss Johnson, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
There's my angel, Miss Sadie. Love you. Happy Mother's Day.
Damn.
All right. And that is in loving memory. We had a special tribute from Miss, one of our students' moms.
Hey, there go my mama right there, Miss Joyce.
My mom-in-law.
Happy Mother's Day and birthday, Mama.
And birthday. All right. And that is my bestie's mom. There she goes. We got a chance to tribute to her as well. So thank you again for all the moms, for the children who sent the photos in. Thank you for my mom who came on the show. It was a little bit of a challenge at first, but you know what? God made a way. And I'm preaching today because I really felt like there was some things that was done in the heavenly that helped us get through this show today. So continue to pray for us. If there's anything else, what is the strain of the day, Mr. Henderson?
The strain of the day is Tom Ford Pink Kush. All right, I'm gonna post some pictures of it, the strain details, all that. I'm gonna post it on the website.
There you go.
www.theholisticcannabisshow.com.
There you go. All right. So until next week, we want to thank you for joining us. And next week, we'll go back to our regular time at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll look forward to seeing you there. Have a great and happy Mother's Day. Peace.